I have a really bad feeling about him.
I just heard footsteps behind me.
Yes! I covered it, lifted up, it said something, and moved.
Hey, welcome to the haunted Old Lavaca County Jail in Hallettsville, Texas. If y'all are ready to go inside, we can go check it out.
Let's do it.
All right. So over this way, we have our booking room. So back in the day, they'd bring you in here and get you booked in. And obviously the wall over here is not original. I think they put that up in like the early 1980s. But this is normally where they would bring you in and get you booked. We do have some photos on the wall here that show the original jail, some of the floods that we had here, the original house that was in the back that got washed away actually in that flood.
How high was the...
It was actually at the very top of that window. What? So it was almost 10 foot. It was between 8 to 10 feet. That's what they estimated. You hear them up there? All right.
Is that up there?
Yes, that's up there.
What?
So it was almost 10 foot. It was between 8 to 10 feet. That's what they estimated. They're like, come upstairs. We'll be upstairs in a minute. So again, and yes, sometimes we'll catch those bells too. You'll hear them. And that door opening and closing a lot. So if you come through here carefully and just watch your step. This was the sheriff's office. Our most well-known as far as spiritually and ghost-wise being here would be Sheriff John Hutchins. He had about 9 children. Some of them were born here, died here, had their funerals here in the back house, because back in the day, sheriffs lived here with their families. His brother, Gene Hutchins, was also one of our early sheriffs. I know John Hutchins passed, he was in his early 40s, he had a heart attack. So, but we Deborah and I very much feel his presence around us a lot. Fear is very protective. If you ever feel someone like right on you, it's usually him. He's just very curious, wants to know what's going on. And we do have some little outfits in the back. I heard that too. I heard, it was like, or something like that. Yeah, I heard it too.
I was talking to them about that.
Yeah, so we have some outfits. Y'all have to put some outfits on later and, you know, role play. They like that stuff, so yeah. So come through here. This would have been our sheriff's bedroom. The last, this room does always kind of catch me right here, a little like different. But it's weird because it's warm in here, but it's like, I don't know, you know, like, I don't know about that warmness though. So the last sheriff to live here was Sheriff Dodds and his wife Gladys. Sheriff Dodds was killed in the line of duty in the 1960s. After he passed, his wife Gladys was our one and only female sheriff of Lavaca County, but she didn't last but a couple months. She was booted out. She was voted out, so yeah, she was voted out. We do get a lot of experiences in here. At one time, we had a portal mirror that was on the wall, and it just shattered into a million pieces one day.
I think the mirror was there when we came.
When you were here last? Okay, it was like a white trim mirror, and it was hanging up there, and we were just, all of a sudden one day, just heard ka-tsh. Oh God, what was that? You know, thinking it was one of these windows. But yeah, I know, right? Like, who's saging ourselves? Yeah. But yeah, it shattered everywhere. So we've gotten.
Did anything like follow after that?
There's just been a lot of. It's interesting. Okay, so we have a lot of what we call our repeat offenders, and those are, you know, our people that are always coming back. I mean, we have people that have been here 10 times a year. They come often, and every time they've been back, I would say within the past year, they have also mentioned, like, they've called us and said, what have y'all done here? It is very different. It is very different feeling here. Like something doesn't feel right. And I mean, we're talking like people that have been here, you know, 20 times easily. And we've several teams have said, like, I don't know what y'all have done. It's like, we haven't done anything, you know, to be real honest. I mean, well, we personally haven't. We have some friends that have brought some pieces in, like from an old burning tree, an old hanging tree that was burnt, and some iron ore, which is carries a lot of energy and makes energy. So we have a lot of that in pieces around here. So I don't know if it was that in particular, but we have been told that it is very, very different feeling here. So very different.
And you just get those calls randomly? He's like,
well, yeah, whoever's here. A good friend of ours, Robbie Flores, he was here. He's here all the time. He did our Halloween event one year, and he was like, what in the hell did you guys do? He's like, no, this isn't even like, okay. We had some people that flew in from Ohio. I mean, flying in from Ohio, that's expensive for people. And these people have been to Bobby Mackey's. They've been like several, you know, really, really, you know, good haunted places. Yeah. They came here and were here for a couple hours, and they messaged and were like, yeah, this was more than we could bargain for. Yeah. And we just can't stay. And we're like, well, what happened? You know, like, we want to go up now, you know, thinking that, you know, oh, wow. But yeah, they got, they said that it just got very heavy all of a sudden, and they felt like they were being lured upstairs. They did not go upstairs, but they did a ghost box session downstairs, and I get the chills every time. The ghost box kept spitting out their family members' names, like family members that weren't here, like family members back in Ohio, like first and last names. This ghost box is spitting out their names. And it made me almost cry that night. I'm like, oh, when she was telling us about this, I'm like, wow, that's like, oof. I don't know. It was that's a lot. I mean, I was involved in a little seance, which, oh my gosh, speaking of, off the record here. So yeah, my baby brother, he's like he does his productions and stuff and Amazon movies. And he came here recently, and we did like a 2-hour seance in the front parlor. And I mean, definitely some weird stuff happened. Well, afterwards, I went back to Deborah. She has her house, her farm is like 20 minutes from here. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I drive back there, and she's not there. She was in Houston. So I go in, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's dark, 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 okay? So I go in the house, and I'm walking towards my bedroom in the back, and all of a sudden I hear this bang. I'm like, what the hell? I walk out in the kitchen. She has this wrought iron part on her bar, and there's a cross that's like welded on, okay? This welded cross was on the ground. I'm like, I've never dude, I made a pot of coffee. I was up all night because I'm like, yeah, I am not sleeping tonight. I mean, it was just like the timing of that was just, yeah, it was a bit much. So
whenever you did the seance, did you feel like it kind of like it broke you down a little bit? Because that's 2.5 hours of like strong trying to connect with something, and that
does.
It
was very draining. It was very draining. And then I had a 20-minute drive back, which doesn't sound far, but when you're driving down a black road, like, and it's pitch black and it's 2 in the morning, I mean, it feels like forever. And I was just remember being very tired and sweating a lot, even though it wasn't hot. I was just sweating a lot. It was very different. I know, right? Hot flash? No, it wasn't. I swear. We're not there yet, but no, it was pretty crazy. But we have a lot of experiences in this room. 2 different teams have let me out from the closet. I don't know what the hell's in there, but I've looked. I don't see nothing. But Deborah and I, and this was like a Friday morning at like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. We were just laid down on the bed to make sure it was even, like the slats underneath, and we got growled at, and it was the longest, loudest growl. I mean, it sounded like it was right over our heads. I was here, she was here, and I mean, she shot up and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Didn't that disturb you in the slightest?" And she's like, yeah. Like, I think we need to go outside.
I knew there was something off about this room.
Well, and that's why I tell people too. I mean, like, book a weekend, because the daytime activity, I'm telling you, from like 6 a.m. till 2 in the afternoon, and then it dies a little bit, and then it comes back. It is off the charts.
So, yeah, I'm getting,
a little chilly right now. So when the jail was originally built in 1885, this was the sheriff's parlor. Since then, it has been a lot of different things. It was a chapel at one time. In the 1960s, it was Alyssa Dodd's bedroom, because she said she used to stand in the windows and dance to her Beatles music. And then lastly, they made it a visitation room. So when I got here and Deborah got here, this room was, all the walls were paneled with like that 1970s Brady Bunch looking paneling stuff. So we didn't see the windows, the ceiling was dropped. So, you know, we didn't see any of the beautiful tin ceiling at all. You're like, ice cream? They're like, the ice cream man is here. Yeah, this is the room we did the seance in. There are some Ouija boards in this bottom drawer. One of them is from, I think, like 1900, and the other one glows in the dark. I like to use the one that glows in the dark with the old planchette. I don't know, it's just kind of fun. So again, when Deborah and I got here, you can see there's like this red line on the floor. That used to be a partition. So they'd bring the prisoners in and they would be back here, and then their families would be out here, and they'd have their visitations. It was about 4 years ago when Deborah and I and the owner of the building decided that we wanted to just tear down the walls and see what it looked like. And we were just very pleasantly surprised to see just the beautiful trim around the windows. And we had once heard glass breaking, which was weird, because then when we pulled that off, there was broken glass. And it's like, but how would it have broken? Because there was a panel up there. We do get a lot of good activity in this room. So there's a lot of
Well, that was a good way
haunted items. And I know, they're like, welcome, we're here. But it was cool too, because when we ripped the ceiling down, there was like ripped Bible pages like shoved up there. It's just kind of weird stuff. So now we're gonna go to what a lot of people think is the most interesting part of the jail. I think the entire jail is pretty interesting, but got a good hit. You know, we get that door, and we've tried to debunk it several times, of that door just swinging right open. MPS, Midnight Paranormal Society, was, I think, one of the first groups to actually catch that. And I mean, that door swung open. We tried to recreate, like, opening that back door. At the time, there was a door right here where there's now a window. Tried recreating it to happen, and we couldn't get it.
Is that the stairs?
No, it was upstairs. It's like a cabinet door, like.
Yo, this is spiking right now.
I got hella chills. Those were footsteps.
Yo, this keeps spiking.
You can see it on
Like
here.
like I heard it approach straight up those stairs right there.
Yeah.
I got hella chills. Like I was ready for it to like start running
I'm
down.
so excited for y'all tonight, truly. So I think one of the really coolest things about actually this entire jail is this door, because this was the original door that, and we have to keep it chained for fire marshals.
Yeah.
But this is the original door, and it just, all the original lock mechanism, the peek hole. Just think of the thousands of prisoners and that have walked up and down, and the emotion of like fear and anger going up, and that energy being in this metal door, and then like, you know, you get to leave, and then you know, that feeling coming, like this door, I feel like sometimes I'll just sit here and just, I can just feel
I can tell
so
you're starting to get a little
much
emotional.
energy in this door. I mean, it's just like, because almost everybody that's been here has passed through here, and it's just, it's a,
To go and leave.
and it holds that, you know, it's just, it's a very powerful door for me. So a really cool thing about these cells, other than, well, they're just cool, is that they were actually constructed in 1874, and then they were brought over here and, you know, erected in 1885. So it's a 100-year span between these cells and the ones downstairs, which I'll show you in a little bit. But, and to be real honest, you're gonna have to excuse me, because sometimes when I come up here, I feel like they're like choking me. I'm kind of feeling that right now. So if you just give me a second. Yeah. No, I'm okay. No, I'm good. Honestly, I think that sometimes they don't like that we're not here as much. because Deborah, since she bought her house about 1.5 years ago, we haven't been here as often. You know, we don't sleep here all the time anymore. Sometimes, and it doesn't do it downstairs, but sometimes when I feel like I come up here, it feels like they're like choking me.
Is there anyone up here who's affecting Lisa right now? Look behind you.
Again, as I said, these were actually constructed and actually shows in St. Louis in 1874, and then they were put up in 1885. So this over here, we have our men's side work. So if you lift this up, it unlocks.
Either I lost balance or I got pushed again.
Well, see, I lost balance coming up the stairs. So this was the male side. And again, I showed you how it can lock over here. There are 3 open cells and 1 without a door. Now, I honestly don't know if someone just took that door. Yeah. You know, that's very interesting. We had a psychic that came here one time, and she said the same thing. She said every time she tried to walk in that cell, she felt like she was gonna puke. Like she kept like gagging. So.
What happened?
Yeah. I just that cell. I know we did have a male suicide in this cell. I don't know his name, but I do know the very first death in this jail was a Jacob Hornshoe. This jail has been going since 1885 and it ran to 2005. It is a very long time. We're the second longest continually running jail in Texas. There have been hundreds and thousands of deaths that have occurred here and on the property. Back in the day when sheriffs changed hands, those records were destroyed. Even up until, I know, y'all hate that too, I know. Even when the jail was still running in 2005, yeah, they didn't like paperwork. So we know of very few deaths for sure that happened here. I'm not gonna make up bullshit and make up, that's just not how we roll. Yeah. But I do know for a fact that there are a whole lot of deaths that happen here. I mean, it's an old jail that's been going since 1885, so to 2005. So thousands of deaths. Like I said, I mean, between suicides, and custodial deaths, you know, people that worked here or were imprisoned here that may have died later on in life due to other circumstances. I mean, there's a lot of spirits here. So there's a lot of, and I think a lot of passers through. I think, you know, every time y'all go somewhere, you kind of bring someone with you. So I think it happens. I know. I know well. And it's odd because I feel so much more comfortable on this side than I do the female side. And the female side is half the size of this. And when it comes time to clean, I will happily bleach these walls. I will not go over to the women's side. I will not go in the women's side, ever. Okay, so behind you is the women's side. I do not like the women's side, so I'm not gonna physically go in there. Okay. We had, even though this is the female side, there was always more males in jail than females. So there was a male suicide in the room that Christian's in, the women's day room. Yeah, you. There's a suicide in there, male. I just had a really bad Ouija board session in there at one time, my very first one ever. So I don't like going in the women's cells. I feel that men get a lot more activity in the women's side, and if you are a full-figured woman, you get a lot of activity in the men's side. We had SLS cameras with the little stick figure people. Yeah. So one of our friends was in there, and she's a beautiful full-figured woman, and we got the SLS. Clear as day, I mean, you knew what he was doing. I mean, there was no denying what that stick figure was doing. Yeah. It was so funny.
We didn't capture this much in the beginning of our investigation. Mm-hmm. We were interviewed last time.
Right.
Because we did the interview in the AM, and then did everything else later. We got here at like 8, but that's not y'all, is it?
No, we're standing still.
Got here at like 8, but
Okay, so back before the jail was built, there used to be an original house back here, and that house belonged to the Marshal Merritt. Marshal Merritt was generous enough to donate the property for the jail to be built. So the original house that was here got washed away in the flood of 1981. We had two major floods here, one in 1941, one in 1981, that pretty much took out the entire downstairs of the jail. There are some, some little photos that show that. So the original house, like I said, was here, and sheriffs and their families lived here up until the 1960s. Sheriff Dodds and his family was the last family to live here. So that was, when it washed away in the 1981 flood, it was replaced with this metal tin building, but it sits on the same property as the original house did. So a lot of people feel, just because we have it set up kind of homey-like, with a little couch and kitchen and stuff and a little bathroom, they feel that it's very homey and safe back here, but me sideways, it's not, okay? It is, personally, I've had experiences everywhere in this jail. On the property, in the garage, outside, the rec yard, everywhere. But a lot of stuff back here. A lot of stuff back here. A lot of teams have had stuff back here. Two of them just sat down on the couch just to rest for a little bit, and for a couple minutes, and they said, they both sat down and they went to get up, and something was holding them down. They could not get up. They said they're both looking at each other and they couldn't talk, but something was holding them down, and they left, and I hadn't heard or seen them since. Early to mid 1900s, we had a gallows, kind of where actually the bungalow was at, where I sleep, where there was 23 confirmed public hangings. So the whole property is we have a list of names. Somewhere on that wall, there's a list of all the names. So the gun holster belonged to Deputy Yankovic, who was shot and killed in the line of duty with Sheriff Dodds as they were transporting prisoners. So his son, Big Jim, Whistling Jim, donated the gun holster to us. And if you look carefully enough, you can kind of see little blood splatters on it still. Some of the stuff on the bottom, like the dice, the cards, the rosary, the gun, was donated to us by another friend who was a corrections officer in a jail, and that was some stuff he had confiscated. So, real stuff. So that's what they do in jail. They make dice out of paper and cards and, all kinds of interesting stuff. So back when they replaced the house with this metal building, this room and this room were just used as offices for the deputies and the sheriff and game warden and all that good stuff. Then as you come back here, we have our walls of fame where it starts. Over the past almost 7 years of all of our teams, all of our people that have been here, a lot of the documentaries that we have. No, but we've had so many people through here. It's just been, and the thing is that if it wasn't for each and every single one of y'all, we would have nothing. We wouldn't be here. This would just be either a vacant building or demolished and nothing. And that's sad because there's a lot of amazing energy here, good and bad, and so it's very cool. So we thank y'all truly for booking it and coming and sharing your experiences with us, because it's awesome. So, no, thank you. So in 1976, the jail needed some more room, so they added an addition, which pretty much covered up almost the entire front of the jail. So we had a walkway, we had a 911 room, we had 2 restrooms, a closet, and a sheriff's office / break room.
All right here?
All, well, actually from here all the way to that corner was covered up. It was just a box. It was the ugliest box. So it took, you couldn't see the front of this jail at all. It was hideous. So yeah, my husband 2 years ago, one big piece of equipment, there he is over there, woohoo. Yeah, in 6 days, took this entire, brick walls. It was very nerve-wracking because we had no idea what it looked like underneath here. So as each piece was coming down, Deborah and I were standing in the street crying, holding each other like, oh my God, because, you know, if that was all up, pardon my language, I mean, that's a lot of money to fix. So we were so grateful that when all these pieces came down, I mean, the jail looked perfect. It looked so good. So again, from the upstairs and the downstairs cells, there was a 100-year span. So chill. I actually did too. So those two front cells that you are looking in right now, those were our drunk tanks. Hello? Did you hear something?
I thought it
okay. Those were like, yes, those were our drunk tanks, or if you were, you know, going to be going to court and they just needed to hold you, holding cells, basically. I called them drunk tanks, but whatever. That's what those were for. The locking mechanisms for these cells do work as well. Just crank, crank, crank. So this was our male side. We did have a quote unquote male suicide in this cell here. And this was their day room. So what the jailers would do is they would shut that door and they would leave these cells open. There was a camera there, so they could go back and forth. You know what's interesting is, okay, so the upstairs cells, you know how they're little squares? So they have them strategically placed to, like, you can't use both of your eyes to look out of one square. So it's like a mind fuck thing, which is kind of crazy for 1847 or 1874 for them to think that way. But inside of these is a thing that spins. So you think you're going to take a knife and cut through here. No, you get halfway and you're getting to this thing that just keeps spinning back and forth. So you'll never get out, you know. So it's like a waste of time. But just those little things they think of, I guess, to prevent escapees and whatnot. But we shot a music video in here too. It was so much fun.
I really like the shot when you were upstairs
And in here we have our women's side. Although they did house men over here as well if they needed room. We did have a male suicide in this cell in the 1990s as well. Both the suicides were in the 1990s. I feel men get more activity on this side than women do. I know, tell me about it, because you like the men, you little whores.
Same thing happened on that side just now.
Y'all can come out, you don't have to stay in bed. Come on out and play. It'll be an exciting night. This side does face out to the street, which is why you're going to hear more noise over on this side. I know.
Are you angry? Is that why you're pounding on the walls?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Y'all, that got me too, okay? And when I am here, I will be patrolling the property. I have a gun, and nobody's gonna, you know, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we have a stun gun too. So.
Okay. Oh, mine, I pew pew I don't play. No, I pew pew boo boo, I don't play. Well, no, we were told to by the cops. They're like, oh, y'all should, you know, always need to carry. Okay,
I mean,
fine with me.
Y'all are out of jail.
Exactly.
I just want to say thank you for having us here and thank you for this awesome walkthrough interview. This is honestly one of the creepiest places I've been to. So I'm really excited to be here again and to get some awesome evidence for you guys.
Well, we're super happy to have y'all back, and I'll be right next door if you need me to come hold you. That'll be all right. It'll be all right, I promise.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and let's get started.
Have a fun night.
So right now we are going to do a little walkthrough of the whole place before we start our main investigation here at the Old Lavaca County Jail. First, I'm going to start up with placing a night vision camera in this hallway, and then as we go through, I'm going to bring it up with us so it can face upstairs in that
Sounds good.
walk through.
Let's do it.
Alright.
Okay, no more playing out. Sorry.
This room used to be the communication center, right? Where their visitors would come in and they talk to them.
Yes, this
That's
was their
what she was
communication.
saying.
That's where that.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the K2 only because when we were in here earlier with Lisa, this was going off. Should I sit?
Yes. I feel so weird near this freaking hallway right here.
During the whole time we're in this room, we get no communication through the spirit box whatsoever. But the only thing we do get is the EMF spiking.
Oh, my face is.
Oh. You want us to leave?
Hey, that spike's a red if you want us to leave.
Like you did earlier.
Get it a red.
One more time? I guess I left. I thought I just heard a scraping sound.
Do you want to go in front of Chris? That way.
I'm right here. You got a frame, anyways.
I'm not there.
You good, Christian?
Ask away.
Bro, I feel like something on my back, bro. Like something's like
On you.
Not burning me, but literally just like this. Like just on me. Like
In this moment, Christian starts to feel something around him and cloud over him, while Beth is doing spirit box. The way he's already getting affected, it's something that we have to look out for in this investigation.
I was literally watching it the entire time just in case something passed.
Wait, put your feet away.
It sounded like laughing, yeah.
Here, put the lemon on.
How do y'all feel about this sound? We're giving you permission to walk around after hours. Cells are open. Come on out. You hate the sheriff, right? Come get me.
whoa. Y'all are here. We know you're here. Just say something.
Grab that box that he's holding. Stop acting shy.
Snatch it. You don't like him. Snatch it.
You want it out?
Why did that just leave now? What the? What? Whoa! What the? That just even.
Let us know how much you hate the sheriff.
With our own ears, we all heard keys rattling or the chains on cuffs out in the hallway. Sadly, it did not capture on any of our cameras.
He's like shaking.
Was it near the desk?
It was
Near that bar?
Sheriff, you know we're talking about you? Is there only one sheriff in this town? Was that an inmate walking around with chains?
Are you out of your cell after hours?
Dude, I feel weird. I feel weird.
We're not gonna rat you out. Just come talk to us. If you're already down here, why not?
He went down.
Do you not like that he's grabbing your stuff?
Oh, what the f***?
Oh.
the first thing that's
Like turn off on its own?
Yeah.
Well,
Or is it like
they usually turn off. But the way it was just counting down and then off,
It's kind of weird.
It stopped.
it's a weird coincidence.
The walkthrough is good for right now. Like, we should continue the walkthrough, but I don't think we should try to like really dig deep in anything until it's like later at night when there's no music. If
I
we
agree.
really want to capture something, we're not gonna get it while there's stuff going on up there.
I agree. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Are you gonna want to get that night vision?
Yes. You okay?
Dude, I don't know, dude. I'm like mad affected right now. Like so bad. Like the worst I've ever gotten. Like,
If you need a minute, let us know.
I'm gonna keep pushing, bro. But like, f me, dude.
Hold on, yeah. I gotta tighten. Holy shit.
Dude,
Stay there.
what happened?
It literally looked like someone was like up two pant legs, like walking this way.
Dude, what?
Like someone walking this way. All I saw was the pants, like the feet. I got hella chills on my neck right now.
No, dude, because I was gonna say like it's cold up here.
The energy up here is almost unbearable. That's why you see us walking elbow to elbow.
I
didn't mean
can't
to
go
shush
in
you.
there. I can't do it. I don't even think it's like taking a.
Huh? They're gonna go that way where I'm gonna follow you. Oh shit. Did you see this? The ball and chain?
Oh yeah.
That's sick. I mean, it's scary as It's sick.
And then don't forget about the
And that is a real bone.
It is a real bone.
It's probably like a big thing, like a horse or cow, probably.
I'm scared to touch it.
I would not.
Do you like Beth? Do you like me?
Y'all have a man in y'all cell. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, ladies, how do you feel about a man being in your cell?
Do y'all feel like he's an intruder? Or are y'all excited?
I feel like I hear footsteps behind me. But it's probably just my paranoia. Dude, you know what I'm terrified of?
What's that?
Like turning around and seeing one of these eyes, because these are supposed to be strategically placed to see only one eye.
Over here, I feel a lot safer.
Someone rub on me?
You okay? You get pushed? Should you okay?
I'm alright, I got pushed.
You got pushed?
I got pushed. I felt it like.
Do you need to sit? Do you need to step out of here?
Let's get the
Okay. Dude, no, that's hard. You slammed into that wall hard. He got like pushed.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Me, dude.
That was hard. You slammed into that wall hard.
I cannot believe it happened to me. Dude, I got like the knocked out of me right now. Like I literally felt like you know how when you fall like your stomach and you get the wind knocked out of you, like
I feel like that. I feel like they just fucking
Y'all were in this one?
yeah, and that main one.
Right at the wall. That back wall.
Dude, look at the old call button. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put that right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay down.
Are you gonna want me to tell you?
Tell me after.
Is there anyone in this jail cell right now? Who pushed Christian?
Do you not want to talk to us? You good?
I gotta stop.
You okay? What happened? What do you feel?
It felt like I was like an inmate for a second, like a quick second. Like I was just looking up at the ceiling and I had a flash image of like it was me and I was here.
Isn't it crazy? We were all like, we feel so safe. We feel so
What?
not anymore.
They said, oh, you feel safe? They said, you feel safe? Watch it. Watch this. I don't know.
So right now I think we are gonna call it for our little walkthrough for right now because it just turned to a whole different level. Christian, sorry, excuse the music playing outside. Christian just got pushed here in the cell that I was just in, and I didn't know the EMF detector was spiking, and I was asking those questions about it. And with that evidence, it's pretty remarkable that they acknowledged that, yeah, that was.
Yeah, Jesus, that's fucking insane.
How do you feel right now?
Man, if I'm being honest, like, you know what's weird? I feel like I got pushed, but I don't feel like it was for like the fear, like put the fear of God in me. Like, I just feel like it was, I don't know why I just got pushed. That's all that happened. I don't feel like it. Well, I'm just trying to just think about it, bro, because that felt like how you did it, like with two like perfectly hands, just boom, just on my chest, and I was like.
What if it was like what is the word? Like in an intimidation thing from an inmate, be like, what's up? Like, who are you? Like, what's up? What's your place? Like, I'm, big dog at the cell. Like, this is my cell.
Right. I just find it weird.
No, I get the
Feel safe?
This is my
Feel safe here? This is my cell.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It was weird.
It felt weirder than.
No, but you know what's weird?
I saw like a light.
Like word or light?
Yeah, with like my own eyes. It was just like a orb that, like through the cell right here, came out.
Are you going downstairs?
Like, dude, I'm not kidding you. Like, I know what I just saw right now, and I think that's the very first time I've ever seen an orb with my own eyes. I had chills. Yeah, let's call it right now and let's head downstairs. I'm gonna put a new battery in.
Please give me some light. I'm gonna ring it, okay?
Weak ass ring.
Oops,
As soon as I did that, my battery went, and now my
dead.
Died?
Oh! As soon as I rang that fucking bell, my camera died.
Come on, let's
Oh
to the
my!
safe space.
Chris, did you record that?
I am recording, yes. I did. I think I got where your camera cut off.
Oh, I did not like.
I did not like that right now.
No.
Shut the door.
No.
Oh shit! That sounded like ringing, like keys.
No.
We're gonna shut the door,
no,
okay?
No. There was.
Some
I keep seeing way too much shit right now.
in there?
I don't even feel good walking to.
Over there?
Like,
I saw something in there as we were walking past
it
the shadow.
looked, no, hold on.
Look at the closet.
It literally did this. It literally did this. I saw that.
I need to put my thing on my head. It's cold.
So right now we are headed to the outer cells for the first part of our main investigation here. we're gonna play some cards to maybe see if we can elicit any activity in there. So, here we go.
Oh, you didn't bring your coffee.
As we're setting up to do our session, we start to feel really, really uncomfortable in here. We're in here for at least 15 minutes just contemplating on what to do. We were honestly more concerned for our safety, only because the door that leads into these is unlocked, so people can just walk in at any time.
See what we're doing.
Right now, we're walking up to the upstairs cells right now. We're gonna go ahead and just do like a quick scope out, and we're gonna do some sessions. And we'll see where we go from there. Probably even down here.
Very good.
If there's anyone up here with us right now, can you come talk to us? Who pushed me?
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
It's like right on the wall.
Who pushed me?
Who's near the men's quarters right now?
Down here.
Of what she just said right now, right?
What?
It's been happening for like 2 minutes now. It just feels like it's in and out and in and out.
My mind is being blown right now.
What happened?
The last time I was here, that was like my first ever paranormal experience. Like truly, like where I got like really, really messed up. Like I felt we were in that cell over there in the men's quarters.
Is this your cell we're standing in? Are you making us feel really weak right now? What's going on?
Alex, I can't do this, Alex. I can't do this. We gotta go.
Bro.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It feels like I just got hit right here so hard. And we were all there. I literally, do you not remember seeing like a big shadow figure in there? Like and we were all like, dude, something's coming towards us, bro. I literally see that figure, bro. And I got shanked, bro. Like, I got literally like, just, it felt like that in and out. And I literally like dropped. I was like, oh, me, dude.
Same side?
The same side bed. That's the thing. I literally was like, when you said you're all like right here, I was like, oh, that, bro. That dude, that's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who's the man that committed suicide?
After that anomaly comes out near Christian, this is when he starts to get severely affected. But not only him, later Beth will be affected as well.
What's going on?
I'm like f***ing mad. Like I really like, I'm like f***ing pissed off right now.
Why?
I don't know, I'm just like,
It's not your.
no, it's causing me to like kind of panic, like.
Then Christian's leg randomly starts shaking.
You want to leave this area?
Did you f***ing hear that? That was the bank.
I truly believe that something was gonna happen right there.
It's not easier.
Let's go. I'll take it off. Eastern.
I think Christian covered his mouth in disbelief because he realized what he was doing.
Let's go. Get off her!
Go down there.
Alright guys, so right now, we took a long break to really decompress ourselves because of what was affecting Beth upstairs in the cell and what was also affecting Christian at the same time. He is still feeling pretty affected right now at the moment, but what we're gonna do right now, Chris and I are gonna go explore this lower section closer to the cells, where the sheriff's offices and the bedroom. Christian and Beth will be in here to see if they can come into contact with anything that's in here. You ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty, y'all. Oh, I need to get the spirit box and the headphones. We're gonna be shutting this door.
Let's work on this first. Dude, it feels so much colder in here.
Alright. It is just Chris and I. If you want to do something, now's your chance. Is there anybody by these stairs right now? Chris and I both heard walking upstairs, but didn't capture it on any of our audio. Why do you affect people like that? You get joy out of it? Say no.
I don't know, I couldn't tell. It sounded like me.
What happened in the cells upstairs?
Beth and Christian don't get any spirit box communication whatsoever. So they start doing tarot sessions to see if they can communicate to something through tarot.
The tarot. Pull that shit out.
If anybody's with us right now, I want you to come through this reading. I want you to try and sit down. And I want you to talk to me. I want you to talk to me through these cards. I want you to come through this reading. And you have 3 times, 3 chances to show yourself.
I have mad anxiety. I feel like what cards are
Got the Page of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Ace of Coins.
Who are you? Watch how this anomaly goes up the stairs behind me. It's pretty strange how randomly it shows up behind me and goes all the way up the stairs. And you can even see it brighten up each stair.
You are really here. Give me a sign.
Not a woman.
was a little girl. If you have anything to say, you can speak up. How that scared me.
Did you turn that one off?
No, that turns off by itself.
Okay. I wonder how many times you're gonna have to.
I got chills. So we are on the platform on the stairs right now, and I was conducting a spirit box session, and we weren't really getting anything, and then I was like, all right, dude, give us something big, like right now. And then like a couple seconds later, the spirit box died in my hand.
That's crazy. You want to come back and grab another one?
No, it's okay. Each of these readings all tell a story. Christian believes they all connect to the jail. The first one is about the oppression the jail put the prisoners in. The ambition and will of the prisoners were stronger though, and that will has stood the rest of time. Now with new opportunities, it's always available to them in the afterlife. They roam doing whatever they please.
I want you to clarify what you mean by beginning. I want you to give me this answer. And I want you to really make sense of it. Yes, that was me. Sorry. The star, which is self-esteem or inspiration. I feel like it's not coming out strong enough. I feel like I gotta do this again. If I'm being honest, by the third cup, it makes sense for it to be new. The card, I'm sorry. For it to be new beginnings. This could be like the beginning of something for me and you. This could be like the beginning of something affecting our lives. Like, who knows? This whole experience. This whole experience.
Whatever happens today could be like
in the future. I want you to make sense of that. I want you to tell me what you're trying to tell me.
If you were really walking these stairs earlier, come down them and make me leave them. Scare me.
Talking. What is it? Talking?
Ooh, okay. Watch as these two anomalies come towards Chris. And what's weird about them is after they pass, you can hear two gusts of wind. And I blinked again and it wasn't there. There was a little girl right up top of the stairs.
Are you a little girl? Really?
My chest immediately got tight.
Really?
Chris and I both heard a loud growl from the other side of the bed. It was so loud, I don't know how it did not capture on any of our audio.
It sounded almost like a growl.
Yeah.
Like,
Like right here.
yeah.
No?
Yes. Can you mess with these closet doors?
I don't believe you can close them.
If you're one of the girls that we heard on the hall, and the one that's been playing on the stairs, and this is your room with your mom and dad, is this where you used to hide in the closet from them? Heard something out in the hall.
Do you hear pit pat?
Yeah. Didn't your dad tell you no running in the halls?
Pretty sturdy right there.
King of Swords, the Empress, and the Devil.
Oh.
The second story tells another perspective from an individual that is still hurting, even in the afterlife. It talks about how authority truly reigned over the jail, and especially over its female inmates, leaving all so shattered and powerless in time.
And this is like, the Empress represents a lot of like strong female energy, like Mother Nature or things like that. And the Devil says to break your chains. Is to like.
What was the first one again?
The King of Swords, which is like just, like it's just, you know, like it's fair.
Fuck.
The Four of Coins. Possessiveness. Wait. Just and fair. Like the cops were. The Empress.
Wait, it was a whole justice system.
The Empress was the females that we were just interacting with. The Devil represents them breaking their chains. And the Four of Coins, meaning what it means, possession.
Maybe like, I don't know. The only thing like possession, like that to go with it would be like, this is like our, I don't know, like this is our place, like
You want another draw?
oh.
Three of Swords. Pain. Or heartbreak. This could mean a lot of. This could mean a lot of.
I don't know, that poem makes me feel some type of way.
This whole line makes me feel some type of way. This whole reading is like. What's the chances of us reading getting two, like, archetype cards, like the Empress and the Devil? So that means this reading is strong. I don't feel good.
I don't know, that, fuck. I'm so emotional. That one makes me feel emotional. That one just,
Do you want to draw? Do you want to do any reading and see how it connects to you?
like, I pull them, you tell me what they mean?
You want me to?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. I was like standing here just recording and I felt like a right on my ear.
That's what Christian.
I got hella chills on my neck right now. Like it just came up next minute, like right up on my neck. Oh.
Dude, no.
Bed.
Who's on the bed with Chris?
Voices.
What kind of voices?
Nine.
Is that how many of you are here?
Please, with 2 female voices.
It just die?
Yes.
Alright.
Walk.
Are you walking or do you
Run. Big.
What's
Me.
what's big? Who was walking along the stairs today?
Hide them. Play. Boy.
Hide who? Or do you want us to hide?
Is there? Are you there? And then I heard Deanna.
What about Deanna? How do you know her?
Looks like him.
It looks like who?
We should discuss.
What do we need to discuss?
No quieres? Talking.
Yes, I need you to talk.
Go.
We're not going anywhere. Who was making Christian and Beth?
Kid. Kid. Run.
Who's the kid that's telling us to run?
Evil.
Whoa, that was a weird orb.
And that's right as he said, evil.
Who's the kid? Is she real or is she inhuman?
Run.
We're not running out of here.
The Fool. The 3 of Cups. And the 4 of Wands. But I will say, I don't draw archetypes on the first one.
The final reading could possibly be directed to us,
And by the way, don't
with the Fool establishing the freedom the spirits have, letting us know no one can do anything. The 3 of Cups representing the sisterhood they've developed all these years, and the 4 of Coins pointing to how us stepping into their space crossed a boundary felt by all of us that scarred us forever.
Or some sort of celebration or party. Happiness.
No. That's not scary.
Wait. What happened? We'll find out.
Sounds like 2 spirits are talking to each other through him.
Who are the evil entities here?
Guy.
Right as that anomaly appeared, Chris starts feeling really overwhelmed.
You're no fun.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I felt like I couldn't breathe for a second though, so I'm fine. Whenever like this, like when my hand or something, I like got out of it. But I don't know, there was a whole bunch of nothing for like a little while. And then it like overwhelmed, like they all like came, like there's...
You want me to go?
What I noticed, there's 5 voices.
So...
There's 2 women, one guy who barely talks but his voice is deep. Then there's 2 other guys who sound like they're actually officers. And they're middle age, I'd say. And then there's a younger kid who's probably roughly our age. Your age, or Beth's 20.
Okay. And don't ask the questions too loudly.
Yeah, no, I could not hear you at all. Are you planning to follow us home?
Danger.
Who's the danger? What's his name? Or her name?
Me?
F***ing bitch. What's your name?
Come back here.
No.
It's playtime. Me?
Where are y'all from? You're not allowed to follow us out of here. Is that okay with you?
Come and play.
Kinky. Do you want Alex to move, the one on the bed? If you do, tell him yes.
No.
Do you want me to move, the one with the camera? The big old light?
Fuck. Shot.
What do you want me to move?
Seem lucky?
I seem lucky to y'all?
Lady?
Lady. Are you talking about the lady in the main room? With the one with the cards?
Stop.
What do you want us to stop doing? Do you want us to stop communicating?
He looks.
You just looked out the doorway right now.
Don't.
I'm not looking at the doorway.
Don't do it. The same male voice keeps coming through.
Does he sound stern? Like, he can't hear me. Oh god, he's looking towards the hallway like I said.
He's there.
Christian just asked if you're there, we want you to come through, and he said, he's there.
Keep your clothes on. Video.
We are recording video. Do you want to be caught on camera? Or do you want to remain a secret?
Her. Help.
Where are you? Can we help you? I have a bad feeling towards my back and near this closet.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, there was like a loud guttural voice and I couldn't make out what it was, and after I said whoa and started taking it off, I heard it again
but like louder as I took it off. And I don't know.
Christian goes, "Is any of y'all there?" And he said, "He's there," or "He's here."
Shut the f up.
Yeah. And then I was like, "I've been looking out into this hall," and you said, "Don't look." And then I go, "I have a bad feeling towards my back and near this closet." And then that's when you heard the growl. I kind of. Do you want to close some of the rooms, or do you want me to sit down right here again?
Actually, yeah. Sit in the sheriff's chair if you want to do that.
Jason. Run.
Do your volume.
It's good volume, I just wanted to blast it. Oh, I heard there's portals. Like in a grunge ground.
I heard it too.
That old. Alright, Jason again.
What's weirder than him saying Jason is that when he opened that old dictionary from the early 1900s, the bookmark was in the J section.
Intervals.
What does this room have to deal with?
Connection.
Oh, wow. Connection with who?
Used to kill him. 3 people.
Who killed who?
Good. I want.
What do you want?
Torture.
You want to torture us?
Saints.
Are you a saint?
Wrapped around the tree.
Were you hung on the tree?
Wondering who he is. Does.
Whoa!
Fight him. Save me.
Were you gonna make Christian fight Chris?
You're down. End of the day. Kid is slow. N-word.
N-word?
Jared. I heard he's in a go-go closet.
I'm so scared to look.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm looking behind you already. Your loved ones.
Who's in the closet?
He is. Service.
What the fuck?
Beheaded by our son.
Whoa.
They're behind you.
Who's here with us right now?
Mine. Forever. Probably.
Who's yours? Nobody here is yours.
Yes, he is.
I'm starting to freak out a little
December burns. I heard that, the growl. I heard it. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How would you feel about walking through?
Like through them all?
While doing this.
Okay, I'm down. Okay, let me get your phone first. Tag him. Alright, in a deep man's voice, I am behind you. And this is where I heard the footsteps too earlier. Are we going through here? The hive. Run through. Oh, yo, I got like a lot of electric like pulses. Like it's just like, do you hear this? Do you hear that?
Whoa, yeah.
Just, I don't like this room.
That's definitely interference.
Diet. Call me fat.
As Chris said, he heard like a little girl screaming. You can see an anomaly come from that direction.
Like, oh, I was cleaning down at her like, yell
Dude,
something.
I'm telling you, like, there's a little girl here.
No, I bet hundreds. 5.
What are there 5 of?
You.
There was 5 of us earlier.
No, I keep hearing him. He goes, behind you. Like
In the same male voice?
Yes, in the same male voice. But it sounded like he was like happy about it. I don't know how to explain. Like he had a big ass grin. And he was just like up to my ear and just
like behind you.
Yes. Girlfriend.
What about?
I'll pierce you.
I'll pierce you?
Yeah.
Oh. What was Beth feeling?
Yeah.
And what did Christian feel last time we were here?
I feel like we shouldn't tell him, especially about the part where he said he is there. Like when I asked when Christian asked me. Forever friends. 15. Let's go. What?
You said let's go as we get like right here, as if something was telling you like, come on, let's go.
It was a different. Remember how I said there's 5 guys?
Uh-huh.
Well, it was one of them, but it was the one around our age.
Okay.
He was like, let's go. I'll go up the stairs.
With it on?
Yes.
Okay.
Kill.
Who do you want to kill?
Kids.
You want to kill
Points.
us?
Still found. Music. Blood. I'm sorry. Have your camera.
Watch this anomaly leave Chris's chest and go behind the railing.
Literally was about to take this step and I go, here. Like everything stopped. Like this. Sorry.
What happened, dude?
I lost my breath. Okay. Like, I was like literally about to take that step.
Yeah.
And as I'm literally about to move, everything like it went quiet and you just hear, ooh. Like that's all I heard. It scared the shit out of me. I don't know what it means.
You or who?
Who? Just straight in my ear, like. Dude, I felt like someone was peeking around this corner. Like up here. Like his head was right here.
Who's making all that noise?
Did you hear that? That was outside. That was a girl crying outside.
That was outside?
It sounded like a grown woman, like crying. There's no one to see.
So, for everybody watching this right now, we are in the same... Chris and I both heard someone walk up to the cell. We are in the same jail cell that Christian got attacked in our first investigation here. I'm gonna try to conduct an Estes method here in this cell. to see if I can get any relevancy to what he felt.
Where are y'all? Are y'all with us right now?
Rape?
How many of y'all are in here?
Die? Maybe.
Who killed you?
Beth.
How did she kill you? Who made Christian angry at me and other crew?
Front of you.
This cutie patooty's in front of me. Do you want to do something to him? What do you think about us being here?
It was just a growl.
Does that mean you like us? How many roommates did you have?
As soon as this anomaly appears, I say this.
Someone's here.
That's not what I asked you. How many roommates did you have?
Hell. They want
You did this to yourself. What crimes did you commit?
you.
Why do you want me or Alex? You haven't proved to us that you're real. You just bothered the other cast members somehow.
In front.
You're not in front of me.
Douchebag.
Stop flirting with me.
You.
Yes, I know.
Fucking
Oh, you're such a sweetheart.
Hey. Whoa. No. That was like a really, like how you described how
I was provoking them.
you were. Dude, it felt like that same presence, how you felt it went, like, behind you.
Yeah.
It felt like someone went, hey, and did it again right as I was taking it off.
Well, I wasn't provoking them. I wouldn't say that much. I was more like ignoring them. Like you were saying stuff, I was like, stop flirting. I'm like, you're such a sweetheart.
Alrighty, you got 2 cutie pies coming in. Don't affect us like you affected Christian. Do you want to do it in here?
I keep seeing someone right here.
Right as
right
he
here.
said that, and I turned, my phone light turns off.
recording.
But somehow my phone is still recording.
Who's up here with us?
Run. Stay.
Who's telling us to run and who's telling us to stay?
I got screamed at. Lord, you stayed. You stayed.
Who is your Lord? Good morning. It is the morning after our investigation. Right now we're doing a final walkthrough to see if we forgot any of our equipment. This was a scary yet amazing investigation. Even just doing the interview with Lisa, we were hearing all sorts of like walking and stuff. Just being up here, and we'd all hear it by the stairs. Even before coming up here, we would hear like clear walking. What happened to Chris and Beth in those cells over there, I can't really explain that, but something was definitely trying to channel through Christian to get to you. And then something was just making Beth really upset and like wouldn't let her leave the cell. We will be actually returning, and we will be returning for a 2-night investigation. Until then, be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, and just stay tuned because we will be posting a lot more content here now. Stay tuned for that.